Hello everybody! Today we're going to be making these little cute clay cactuses. What you need to make it is a 1 ounce package of Mono Magic, white kind, and some markers. This is going to be for coloring the clay, changing the colors. To start, you're going to break your clay into 2 pieces. I would suggest having one slightly bigger and one slightly smaller. I'm going to roll those into 2 balls. Set the littler one to the side for now, and we're going to change the color of this bigger piece. This bigger piece is going to be your pot. So to change the color, you just take your marker and whatever color you want it to be, you're going to color it all in with that marker. The more ink, the better, because it starts off really, really light since it's a white clay. I like to make kind of this terracotta color is my favorite, but that was a broken one. To do that, you use multiple colors. You use brown and red and orange, and you just kind of mix and match until it gets to be the shade that you want it to be. So I just had done brown and it wasn't dark enough, and it was too red. I'm going to put some more orange. And I would keep doing this for a while until it becomes the color that I want it to be. Okay, now that I've got in my color that I want, it's a little hard to see in the video, but I got the color that I want. I'm going to turn this into a pinch pot. Now this pinch pot is going to be short and wide. So if you look at this example here, it's pretty short and it needs to be wide enough to hold all those cactuses. Here's the little bowl that got the cactuses all broke. But it's short and it has a nice wide opening. Okay, so I'm going to take this, roll it into a ball, put my finger in, pull my finger out, and now I'm going to do this pinching like a duck. Put my thumb in, and I'm going to pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, all the way around. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get my pot the width that I want it to be. Now if you do it once and it doesn't look like what you want it to look like, no big deal. Roll it up, do it again. Finger in, finger out, thumb in, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn, pinch and turn. Okay. And as you do this, I'm keeping it on the table so it has a nice flat bottom. And I'm trying not to make it go too tall. We want it short and wide. Okay, I can turn this upside down to get a nice flat lip too. There it is. There's my cute little dish. I'm going to set that cute little dish off to the side. Let it set up a little bit. My other ball of clay, I'm going to take a pinch off. I'm going to use this for flowers and fruit on the top of my cactus. And this one right here, I'm going to use my markers just like I did before. Color it green, mush, mash, mash, mash. Once I have it green, I'm going to break it into more pieces and add some yellow, add some orange, so that I have several different colors of green. So while we're doing this, we got green, green, and you'll need a lot more green than this, so you'll do it several times. But then I would want each one to be different, because they're going to be different types of cactuses. So to make it more olivey green, like a dull green, I would add the opposite of green, which is red. But don't add too much red, because if you add too much, it'll start to turn more of a dull red than a dull green. And I would mix, smash that all in for a while. To make more of a yellow green, I would add some yellow. That one was kind of a yellow-orange, but it'll do the same thing. Mish, mash, smash until it gets all mixed in there. And maybe I want to have more of a grassy green. So this one I'm just going to put like way darker green in there. Mix, smash, smash until it's all mixed together. We're gonna hyper jump right now. Okay, I've got my few different colors of green. Now I'm gonna start to make the cactuses. I usually start in the center with my tallest cactus, and that tallest cactus is gonna be like a saguaro. So I'm gonna break this into 3 pieces. A piece that's for the middle trunk. This is gonna be slightly bigger. And 2 pieces that are gonna be arms, and these are gonna be slightly smaller. I roll everything into some spheres, and then I'm going to kind of make them more cylindrical. So I'm just rolling them out like I would a snake or a coil, and get that cactus as tall as I want it to be, which shouldn't be too tall because these are mini cactuses. Also, the skinnier you make it, the more likely it is to fall over. I'm going to take this center, and it's going to be going in there. I'm going to make some arms the same way I made the trunk, and I attach these to the side of my cactus, and you can adjust them however you'd like. You can have more arms or less arms. You can change the direction that they're pointing just by manipulating it with your hands. And then this goes right in the center of your pot because it's going to be the tallest cactus. Next, I'm going to use some of my other colors of green to make several different kinds of cactus. Like if you wanted to make an aloe vera or a, what do they call it, agave type plant, you would pull out some little longer pieces with a point on the end. So I just kind of make it pointy and long and smash it a little bit flatter. You're kind of going for this bush. So I'm going to make several of these. It takes a little bit of time to get them all the amount that you want to have a nice full plant. So pointy, flat, put them all together. Some of the kids like to, instead of just putting these together, they like to put them right in the pot, and that works too, because sometimes they stick together. Roll, smash, put together. You can take your little plant once you have as many as you want. You just drop it down in there. Kind of makes a nice texture. You can add more and separate them however many you want. Alright, another type of cactus that we made was like a little barrel cactus, which was similar to the saguaro. You just do the sphere, then roll it more cylindrical, and just tuck that little guy right down in there. The last type of cactus that we had made as a class was a prickly pear. And the prickly pear is also made up of multiple pieces. They are flat little slabs, so I'd roll a sphere, flatten it, roll a sphere, flatten it, and then those kind of stack up together. Roll a sphere, flatten it, stack, stack, stack. And you can put, again, as many of those little things as you want. And since this is a sculpture in the round, we could turn it around and put things in the back. I'm going to put one right there. I might add some more later. But let's just learn those different little pieces that we need. That little piece that we had put off to the side for our flowers and fruit, we would color that red. My children ran off with my red. Come back. Red or pink, thank you. And again, the more marker you use, the more red it will be. Smash, smash, till you get it all mixed in. Or if you like that swirly look, you can also leave it. They don't necessarily have to be red either. My little example here, I used yellow. I think the saguaro flowers are actually white and yellow, and then the fruit are red, something like that. Okay, to make the little fruit on my prickly pear, I take a really small piece and make a little kind of oval, and then those go on just on the tip. And your little prickly pear, they're so tiny. Everything's so tiny. Put it on there. Okay, now if you wanted to make more of a rolled up blossom type flower, you can take a piece and roll it into a coil, into a little snake, flatten it, and then we're going to spiral it up. So just like a cinnamon roll, start rolling it in. Now this is super tiny. At a slight angle, and you can see that kind of spiral. And we just put that at the top of our little barrel cactus or swirl cactus or however you want. You could also make flowers by pinching little flat petals and kind of stacking them together, going up. So just some different ideas for ways to make flowers and fruit and to have a little bit of contrast with your cactus. And that's the basics of making that little pot, and you can just fill it all in with as many cactuses as you want. When it's dry, we'll put a glossy glaze on it. And the glossy glaze, they make it in Crayola called glossy glaze, or you could also use Mod Podge, or there are other gloss varnishes that would work just as well. And that's that.
Happy angling.